Time's running backwards, slipping from my hands. When we're together, nothing goes as planned. Your eyes are like raindrops, waiting for us to catch. Keeping your secrets until the very end.
Alright, let's yap. Valentine's Day, don't you just love it? One of the many times of the year, but just more so this time around, where you can genuinely feel your loneliness start to come out. All of that pain and anguish you feel from the lack of hugs and human comfort. It's the perfect time to put it all on full display for the world to see. So that's what we're doing here, briefly, while I discuss my insane obsession with rom-com anime and manga. So why specifically rom-com and not just like normal romance? It's because I need the comedy to balance it out. Do you know how pathetic I feel watching a regular like one boy, one girl having a great story together and there's not a single lick of silliness present to help you forget about the absolute loser you've become? I just need that visual of like imagine at the absolute peak of the entire series, the big confession is seconds away, and then wow, out of nowhere, MC catches the full brunt of a semi just drifting off onto the sidewalk. But no, seriously, effectively what occurs when some of that comedy is blended in, it kind of functions as a distraction, essentially this cheap way to soften the blow so all the shut-in no girlfriend having dysfunctional members of society can feel okay coming out of a romance story. I mean, it works. It lets you enjoy a genre that you may have avoided otherwise, exactly due to these feelings of solitude. I mean, dang it, man. One of my favorite romance anime out there is Blue Spring Ride, and I remember I watched that entire show in one sitting. Yo, when I tell you my back hurt, there's not a single orthopedist who would have known how to fix me. But goodness, I love that show. But it made me feel so sad. Like, why? Speaking of sad, I guess we can bring in Your Lie in April. That's a very popular example. Of course, it had a lot of themes of like childhood trauma and abuse and all of that, right? But there was definitely a romantic element to it as well. And oh boy, let me tell you, that show made my soul cry. Like, stuff like that just breaks me, man. And that's of course exactly why whenever you hear me talk about rom-coms, I'm usually talking about stuff like Science Fell in Love, So I Try to Prove It, Love Tyrant, Nisekoi, freaking B Gotta HK is hands down my favorite romance series. But honestly, rom-coms are just so easy for me to consume. It's easy to digest. I don't feel like a piece of trash coming out of them. Life is good. It's great. But man, let me tell you, it gets to a point where like I read and watch so much of them that like I really feel like I need a genuine break. Because I will literally binge Lord knows how many series. And that's my problem. I don't stop. And then when I do, I stop for a very long time. But then when I get back into the flow, I can't stop again. For me, reading rom-coms is the exact same as being on the highway. Once I'm in there, and I'm not looking for exits, ever. But I feel it all coming back. It's just being around all this love stuff. Like, does nobody cringe just saying the word? Anyway, just being around it in this whole atmosphere, it's bringing the demon out, like it really is. And honestly, reading these stories, knowing that I don't relate to them at all, it gave me this weird sense of comfort that like, maybe all this happiness that they're experiencing is something that I can maybe feel at some point in my life as well. That's just the hope that I have. I genuinely believe you have to be delusional to an extent to survive. Because I think a part of you has to believe that something is possible, even if it'll never happen to you ever. I don't know. I just feel like it's best to continue finding comfort in the 0.1% chance that the opportunity is lying dormant and waiting to find you, as opposed to giving up hope completely. But yeah, weird motivational moment, but I guess we take those. Anyway, I'm about out of here. I just wanted to hop on and talk a little bit, especially for all my touch-starved weebs who really needed this sense of comfort on such a lonely day. Don't worry, I'm with you. I didn't forget about you. That's exactly why I'm doing this and posting exactly when I'm posting. I feel like I had a lot of extra points regarding the topic, but we'll save those for a later day. Why not? That being said, I'll see you all in the next one. It's been Genki Dreams, and that is all she wrote.